Hi friends, welcome back to Tutorial Days, and in this video we are going to work on edit section. We have already worked on how to delete, how to show the list, and in this video I will show you how to edit the record. Okay, so for that let's go here, and in edit section we will write here student.id ahref edit, then student.id, and then edit here. Okay, so let's class btn success. Okay, now let's open here and check. Okay, so this one is for edit and this one for delete. Like if you click here this edit, then nothing happens, there is error. So what we need to do is first let's go to router and create the routing for edit. So this is a routing, this one we need to add here for routing here, and list edit students. No, this one is, so we need to write here edit, and then slash column id, and here we will write edit student, this one. Okay, automatically it got called here. Now what is there in edit student? So edit, let's go here, then edit student, this HTML code. So currently there is nothing, we will write here. In the meantime, let's see here, if you click what happens. Okay, so it's showing here, that means the routing is working fine. Okay, and it works here. Now what we will do, let's copy this complete HTML from add component, this one, because there is no much difference. Okay, so you don't have to work much here, just copy this, and then let's go to list student now. You want this student project, there is no requirement of this, and edit student.html, we will just copy it. Okay, because the structure more or less will be same. Definitely you will get it because there are many components which are missing in edit.ts file here in this one. Okay, and also let's copy everything from add component here .ts. So I'll just copy from this one, then I will remove whatever is not required. So let's copy it, and not from here, actually from here to here. Okay, so we will remove what will not be required. So let's copy it here in the edit section. Okay, edit student.ts. So first thing, this form builder we need to call here. Let's add student, we need to call this one also, the student service route and everything. Just copy from this add student, and then here also we need to paste. So most of the errors is now gone, and ng on init is there too. Init. Okay, let's remove this ng on init also. Okay, then here we need to write code to display the data. First thing, we need to get here id, this one we need to get here id. Let's declare here student, then any, also this url dot snapshot, this dot url dot snapshot, and here we need to declare in this section in control constructor this activate routing. Okay, now it's included here also. Now this error is gone. So what it will do, when the page will load, it will show console.log, it will show you the student id, that means the current id. Let's see. So let's go to browser, and here in edit section let's check in console. you can see it's showing the student ID, which is this. Okay, that means, so to fetch the student ID of current URL, you need to use this snapshot.parents.id. Okay, and for this URL, you need to declare here activated route, then URL. So give this to the name, and same name you will have to pass here url.snapshot.parent.id, this ID. And remember, the name of this ID should be same as what you have given in the routing. So now that we are getting ID, we will call function. So let's write here, if this dot student ID is greater than 0, that means the student ID is pointed. In that case, this dot student service dot get students, this one. Actually we have to create this function get single student. Okay, so let's go here inside the service, and this get students, get complete student, we need to get only one single student. So let's create here one function, and we will name it get single student. Okay, get single student. So this will get method, then students, then best URL. So let's see in our PHP file what's its name. Let's go here, and then htdocs PHP REST API, and then get student. Okay, the name is same. Now insert view, we have same name view, so we will pass ID here, then it will fetch single student. So the ID will be same. Where is it? This one insert, this one insert. So let's go to where we are going. So here will be get single student, and then view, and here ID will be passed. Okay, ID any, and this ID we will be passing from here. So question mark, then ID plus ID. That means we will pass this ID from there. So now let's get back here, edit student, and then this function, and then here dot subscribe, and here we need to pass this student ID, this one, the current ID. Okay, and subscribed, then here data, then here curly braces, and here we need to patch this. Okay, so here that means the whole data. First let's see what's coming here. Okay, so console.log here, console.log, and see what's coming with this data. Okay, let's go here and refresh. You can see it is coming success. Okay, and inside data the value is coming this one, right, this. So that means what, it was correct here. So data dot data, if you write here, let's do one thing, let's write like this. Okay, then any, then this error should go. Okay, so now you can see the data is coming here, this complete data. So now this data, whatever data is coming, we will fill it automatically into these fields. Okay, this data. So as you know, there is a special function called patch. Through this we can automatically, it will detect the field name here and automatically will fill the data. So this is beauty of Angular here. So now let's check what's happening here. So somehow the data is not filling here. Let's check the name and add phone. Yeah, this is the add phone dot patch value dot data. Okay, so looks like this is coming in multiple array. So the reason is why it's coming in multiple array, how we are passing the data. We have missed here something. In student service equals to id, then we didn't give equals to, that's why it's coming complete field. Okay, now it's work. Yeah, automatically all the fields got filled, you can see. So the country, this gender. Now let's test with another one. Okay, so just I'm going to add another one, add student here. So Rajesh Kumar, then rajesh@gmail.com, password 12345, and then mail in these two, country USA. Now add student, you can see these are added here. So this time we are going to add this Rajesh. So let's click on add this, add it, and you can see the data is coming filled with this. So how it's working, let me explain you. First we fetch the id from here, this id not here, this student here. We fetch the id from parameter from this, and the same id, this id we are passing here. Okay, in this function, right? Now here in student service, that id we are fetching here, and we are passing this id here in view.php. And you can, here in view.php, this is the one, the method is get, and it is checking if the id has been passed. That means method is get and id is given, then it will check this one, right? Okay. Select start from students where id equal to this id, so it will return single student. Okay, it's simple. Now the data is retract back to here, return, and then it is returning the data in result set in data. Okay, now this whole data we are patching here. So how this magical method patch works, actually the whole field is mapped here with this first name, last name, email, and with this record. Okay, you can see here. Let's go to console, is object. You can see these fields are matching here. First name, this first name, then last name, email, password, hobbies, etc. So these fields are matching, but the problem is here still this checkbox value didn't come checked. And guys, some of you have told me in comment that there is a lot of CRUD operation, insert, update, delete, this Angular in Angular 12, 13 and other also. So but the difference is that not a single any tutorial is there in which these are combined, because I myself is a developer, so I know that in real life you will need this. The checkbox, ready button, and the drop down, these are essential field while working. So I'm not recording this video for only learning purpose. This is not for college student going. Actually I'm recording this video for professional who wants to work in real life. Okay, that is why. Because I could have missed this, I could have skipped in the videos these two, then it was very easy, first name, last name, email address, that's it, it worked. So why did I include it knowingly? Because I myself is developer, and Being a developer, I know that these fields will be required, this drop down value, the checkbox. That is why knowingly I have included these things. Okay, so now let's get back to this. So whatever we have selected here, say cricket magazine, then in that case it should have been checked here. Cricket and magazine automatically should have been clicked, and also I could change from here. So now let's see how this will come selected. Let's get back here. For that we need to, now let's see one thing here in generate console.log. Then let's check here one thing. Our this data is coming in comma separated, cricket and magazine. All right, so what we will do, let's separate it. Let's separate it. Okay, here we will write this time. So what we need to do, just cut it and paste here inside this. Okay, not here, this here. Okay, and what we'll do, let's get hobbies. Okay, so we will write here this dot hobbies here. Okay, so let's declare a value in the top here, hobbies any. Okay, so this time we are storing the comma separated values here in this variable. Now we will split it because it's comma separated, so we will split it. Let's split it. So this will be, I'm storing it in a different variable, so this time also we need to create here. So suppose it is like TV, then cricket, like this. Okay, so it will split. Now this is an array. Okay, this one. So whatever user has selected, for example, if you want to check here console.log, and then if you check here hobbies, then hobbies 0, then you will get 1. Okay, let's check here. You can see this is cricket. We have 2 values. How many? 2 values. So out of this it is showing you the cricket. If you write here 1, then it will show you another value, this time magazine, right? So that means what, we have splitted this into array. All right, now this value we will pass here. Okay, HBS, just comment this, it's not required anymore. Let's check what happens. Yeah guys, you can see it now comes selected, the checkbox. It's easy. Okay, now let's get back here this time. So it is movies and magazine. For this you can see movies and magazine, these two are selected, right? And in this case this cricket and magazine, so if you edit cricket and magazine is selected. Okay, now our final task remaining is to update this. Okay, so when we actually, let's change its label here. Okay, edit student, there will be edit student, and here also edit student. Okay, let's refresh edit student, and then edit student. So when we will click on edit, then we can change, update the data here. So now what we need to do, on, let's change this method value on edit. Okay, same thing we need to change accordingly here also on edit. This time, rather than create, we will call here different function edit student. Okay, so for that we need to first create here a separate function. So it will be post like this, same like this. So here we write edit student. So here student service, then edit student service, right? Everything will be same. In this navigation, after editing, it will go to list. So that's the only thing we need to change here. And in student service, in here edit, we need to change this one is update. Okay, this time we will be working on update and method will be put. Okay, so first we need to change this method to put rather than post, and here update, and this is student, that's it. Now let's go to browser and try to update and see what happens. Control Shift, and then let's go to network, and here just change here Ramesh Kumar, this time TV and reading. So edit, no, it didn't change. So what we need to do, first thing we need to prevent here the redirection. Okay, this one, and check what is coming inside here in the data. Okay, after returning what's coming here, console.log, data what's coming after returning back. So let's check here. This time we are going to use this TV and reading. Let's remove it, and country here India, Ramesh. So edit here. Please enter correct student ID. It's saying, right? So where it's written here. Please enter correct student ID. Somewhere updated, didn't update, invalid ID, whatever. Okay, so student ID we are not passing properly. So to check what we are passing actually, let's print R here and then die. Okay, and yes, let me show you. And guys, once again, let me tell you that this whole, let me start from top so that you can write. Okay, this is the whole code here. Okay, so you can pause and write the code. And I have explained this very well here in this my channel YouTube. This is the same REST API. Yes, so no tutorial is tutorial is tutorial is, then in my playlist. So in case you have not worked on this, so this is the REST API. Okay, this edit section. So please follow. In case you have not followed this, you follow this so that you will know that how to create REST API using PHP and MySql with video. Now let's get back here. So this is the code I've already explained in those videos, so please follow that. And now let me update in update section. Yes, just print out and then die here, printer and die, and then let's see, let's remove this now, it's not required. So what will happen, so click on edit, then you can see what's coming here, just update. So these are the values we are passing here. Okay, so and here somehow student id is not going right, somehow the student id is not passing here, so we need to pass a student id as well. Now let's go here and then student id, for passing the student id we need to create here one field, say id here, id, and then yes, we need to define here id, then that's it. Okay, and here in edit section we need to create one more field here, input type equals to hidden, so let's text, then name equals to id, then value equals to, not value actually, id, then form control name, form control name equals to id, that's it. Okay, so I will change it to hidden now. So let's check what's coming here. Yeah, the id is coming here, right? So change it to hidden, right? Now let's go here, and now this time if you pass value from here, then you can see the id is also passing here, right? Now this time it should work. But one more thing we need to change here, I have already worked here, you can see, yes, remove this, and hobby is going there. If you see in the browser here, if you pass here hobby, so it is going comma separated, right? So what we are doing here, we are getting here hobby list, and once again we are passing here comma separated because that is coming in array format, separated multi-dimensional array. So now once again we are passing the value as comma separated, and that's it. It should work now. Let's try to edit, and let's remove this from here. This one. Now let's try to edit. So Ramesh Kumar, then TV and reading. Okay, country India. Edit. Now you can see it's editing perfectly. Ramesh Kumar, and then TV and reading in country India. So guys, your full CRUD operation is successful now. I know that in add section there is some complexity, and here as well. So I know, but there is worth it because you have to ultimately use your use this checkbox and ready button. So along with this, I have tried my best to provide you a good tutorial. So in case you have still not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe, and so that useful videos will be coming to you as well. So the complex thing is, I know this here. the parse, this one. So this parse is for check uncheck, the value is coming null or not, that one. So this part is a bit complicated, and this one also, but you can understand it, it's not very complicated anyway. So guys, hope you like this video. So in this video I've shown you how to edit and update. So this CRUD operation is complete. So thanks for watching. Bye bye. I will try my best to bring such useful more tutorial further. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.